with me, always be tough. Family, every single billion. And even when it starts acting like a fool, somehow I always can fall back on.
Hey everyone, my name is Leah St. Hill. I usually jump straight into my videos, but I felt like introducing myself, so hey. Hit that subscribe button if you're interested in seeing more of my videos, but let's get into that hair color. So I used the Wella Color Charm toners. I bought 3 T14s and 1 T15 because they just didn't have any more T14s. And then I also got the developer. I don't know if this is a specific volume, but yeah. So this is the hair that I am using. I got this hair through Janet Collection. It is a 1-pack solution which has 3 bundles and a frontal, well, 3 bundles and a closure with edges, and I'll explain what that is. So first step, of course, is to secure your area, or if you're like me, you don't have any more garbage bags in your house, you use a plastic bag. So this is what I mean by a closure with edges. It's a 13 by 4 around the entire like temple area, but the deepest part is 4 inches, which is in the center, which is what they call it, the closure, and the sides are just like about 1 inch or 1.5 inches of lace. Please forgive if this camera is very shaky in these next clips. It's because my little cousin, my 5-year-old cousin, really wanted to help me, and I was like, fine, I guess you can try to record for me, but be as still as possible. And I think she did an amazing job. I used 1 part toner, 2 parts developer, meaning after pouring out the toner into my bucket, I filled up that same bottle that the toner was in with the developer and poured it, and I did that 2 times. So 1 bottle of toner and then pour in 2 bottles technically of the developer. Then stir. So for the first 2 bundles, I used the T14, and after that ran out, I ended up using the T15 and the T14 mix on the frontal and everything else, and I barely had anything left for the frontal. Now, okay, so what I'm doing right here, do not do this. You will waste so much product. I honestly just had a moment where I was like, oh, F all of this. I just wanted to get it done as quickly as possible, but just pouring onto it like that, you end up using so much product on a small piece of hair. So I honestly recommend just dipping your hand in like I ended up doing and just running it everywhere. So to protect the lace from getting toned, I sprayed Got To Be Free spray on it and let that dry for a little bit and started working on the frontal. I was struggling because I didn't have enough product, but I was able to make it stretch. I don't know how I made it stretch, but it worked. It worked. So as you guys can see, the other bundles look so dark. I was really getting scared. I thought my hair was gonna turn out gray, but it did not. Thank the Lord, it did not. I blow dried the hair, constructed the wig, and lo and behold, here's my first messed up. I used the wrong sized wig head, so it was too small for me, but I was able to stretch it out, luckily, so I was good. You know, be optimistic and things work out. Here is where I started to realize my second problem that I may have. It was my complicated edges. So if you do have a low hairline like I do, you may run into this problem as well, but it is fixable. Cut off all the lace, and I tried to make the edges work for me. Now, I personally couldn't really make it work as a full frontal when the whole wig is this color because it just wasn't covering my naturally darker roots. I mean, it is a closure with edges is what they call it, but for me the edges won't be on my edges. Here I am showing you guys the different colors that I have because I had that T15 mixed with the T14 for the last bundle as well as the entire frontal. The front part of my hair has a lot of like beige-ish blonde colors, whereas the bottom of my hair, which was all T14, has a very ashed out blonde. So it looks ash all throughout, but it does have dimension, which I love. So now I am plucking the frontal part because I really needed that to look as natural as possible, especially being that I do not do middle parts ever. Like, I actually hate them on me. I also forgot to show you guys that I tinted the lace. How I did that is I turned the wig inside out where all the lace was, and I took my foundation and I put that all over the lace. That's what I did, again, going down that parting space. So now I'm styling the wig. I'm cutting layers, so I'm just showing you guys the front layers on how I'm doing it. I take the scissors and just move in a downward motion, like keep going up and down to get a frayed out look, and that is how I cut layers all throughout the hair. But wait, we're not done here. There's way more to this because I am not leaving these roots like this. I'm a melanin goddess, so I need myself some dark roots. So I have this clear raw light ash brown. I picked it up at Walmart. I got $2 off for it, so check the nooks and crannies. I mixed it all up and I put that on the first track as well, so that, you know, it just all blends in and it looks good. I used this toothbrush that I used for my edges at first, but I decided to go and use the applicator brush that they provided me. I was really careful not to get this on the lace, and this is how dark it was looking after processing for almost 20 minutes. I'm not wearing the nicest shirt, but I just wanted to come on camera really quick to show you guys the final result of me tinting the roots very lightly. The lace, I put some got-to-be glue on it. Pause. They did send me the Isha lace adhesive as well as the remover that is said to be waterproof. However, because the lace does not fit around my actual hairline, like where I would usually place the lace, I did not want to risk my edges, so I will be using that product in a separate video. Actually, you know what? I think I need to color. I need to put some makeup on that lace because it's looking a little too light. In photos, it doesn't show, but here it's showing. Like, that's a distinct line of demarcation. But the hair is very, very soft. Like, very soft. Running my hands through it soft. So this hair is from Janet collection. I bought this hair before in natural black, and I got it in the straight texture, and that did not hold a curl. I opted to get the body wave, and because I assumed that maybe that could hold a curl, and it does. So that's the plus. If you want to be able to curl your hair, get the body wave texture as opposed to the straight texture. I decided to do a middle part. I can actually get a side. Where's my comb? I can get a side part. However, because I have a very my hairline has a lot of curvatures, this closure with edges doesn't really work for me because I can't customize and cut ridges and, you know, take out lace because there's only like an inch of lace on the corners, so it's not even really laid down. Like, all here is out because the lace doesn't come here, and with this side is even more, like, more hair. Like, my edges are all out here. I tried to cover it by bringing some hairs to the front, but it's blonde, so it doesn't really show. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you like how this looks, or if you found it informative and you now know how to tone your hair. Subscribe to my channel, of course. Add me on Instagram. I just created a new account, so my username at Leah St. Hill is a new account. My old account is also linked there, so if you want to see some of my older photos, you can definitely do that as well. I'll see you guys later, guys. Bye.